Okay. But yeah, I definitely think I'll do this one and then leave everything else off for like vintage cube, or if there's like odd format I want to revisit. There was talk of I think it was like Lore and Morningtide or something like that. I don't
I don't know
know.
about
I don't know.
that.
But like, a format of
Yeah,
that era would get me to.
we were all really mad at Moto for being shitty, which is why
I'm
none
not.
of us played Triple
Yeah,
Theros when it
yeah.
was
I
at.
was. Oh
I
my
really
god.
wanted to do one of those, but we were all mad at Moto at the time.
I refused to just keep being the. Ugh. Whatever. Arena will soon have Dominaria drafts, and that's where things will be.
Yeah, it'll be better.
But
Speaking of Dominaria drafts, we're
yeah.
about to do one.
Speaking of, I'm here. Numbin's here.
I'm Numbin.
All right.
Okay, what are our goals in this? I have a goal.
What's your goal?
We should force it if possible.
What is this?
A white aggressive deck
I
with
was
that Pegasus Courier.
I was
You've
gonna
talked
say
about it. I have not seen it.
I want to prove that aggro is real. That's one of my things.
So it's like I don't mind forcing something when you're forcing with a literal common.
Yeah,
So
I do want to prove that aggro is real in some manner because we effectively have never seen it. This format, like I,
it's been stompy all the way down.
well, here's the thing. I also tend to like drafting, uh, like the green black decks in this format. Oh, thank you for the bit,
Mhm.
Shredwolf. Yeah, Horrible. They only do drafts on Arena on the weekend, and they rotate the format every week. So it's not. I can't do Dominaria drafts on Arena until like Friday, and even then it's
Yeah.
for 2 days, and then it
hmm
disappears for 3 weeks.
And there are other caveats, but we'll get to there
Yeah,
when we can.
because those are also drafts without people and all the other. Anywho,
Yeah, I would love for Thanos to be in Hearthstone like he's in Fortnite.
oh boy, oh. All right, let's just get things started though. Let's jump right on. Oh, I guess we're almost jumping right on in.
Now we got one more in the queue.
That sounds bizarre. Magic Arena is a lot of things that sound bizarre. Ooh. Tashara
Uh,
Ancestors Apostle. Which is a
Historic things. It lifts things CMC 3 or less. Okay.
yeah, which is pretty cool off Plains Below the Cut.
So 4 mana 2/2 flyer.
Yeah, well, the recursion's real. Like historic is a pretty wide swath.
How many cards would Flame of Keld have to draw for it to be good? I think it's borderline right now. 3?
I was gonna say I think it might be a little too good at 3. Like, imagine a dredge deck that would play that if it drew 3.
Yeah, but that's not the problem with the card. It's the problem with Dredge.
True, but I think at 3 it would probably be like again like 2 to 3. Juggernaut, Blink of an Eye is a real pick here. I like Into the Royal. Gideon's Reproach would be a good pick as well. Fungal Infection's also pretty real.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with Tashar and see what goes on. I
Okay,
don't
so Bad
actually.
Genesis Wave. I don't believe in that card.
The problem is that it doesn't care about. The problem with this in limited is that it's Genesis Wave, so reveal top X, play cards of X mana cost or less.
Lands and or legendary.
Yeah. My problem is that it says legend as like a balancing thing rather than like historic, which means that there's no way I can draft around that.
Yep. So Sergeant of Arms. Benalish Honor Guard is just a bear that gets something if you have a.
Right.
Okay. I can sort of read cards.
Let me.
If you could.
I can adjust that. Yeah. I turned it down in case of.
Yeah, the biddies. I know that feeling.
Because yeah, that should be more readable for you.
If the stream craps out.
Yeah,
sorry,
if it does, I'll just. But yeah, I'm gonna pick up Sergeant at Arms. I also think that Warcry Phoenix and like Warcry Phoenix.
Warcry
is
Phoenix
cool.
could be a direction. As like we want battalion, whereas this gives us battalion.
Right. Ooh, Joyra's familiar. Okay.
It's that card from it's that guy from Clash of the
Clash of
Giants.
Giants. Yeah, Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans, yeah.
Yeah,
Giant, Titan, same thing.
but
Another Flame of Keld.
you want to go all in on Flamekelts, huh? I like Joyer's Familiar, especially if we are planning on having a decent amount of historic cards around.
Could be, or we could just be playing 4-mana 2/2 flyers. What's the term? Scaldkin.
Yeah, I was gonna say Scaldkin with other text. You know my stance on those.
I know I've seen you play 4-mana 2/2s before, and we all saw you. We all saw a lot of people, not just you, frankly, turn their nose up at Scaldkin. The Scaldkin secretly wasn't a 4-mana 2/2. It was like a 7-mana. It was an Ember Shot.
Shock. But yeah, I like Short Sword. I like a number of the things in here, but I like Joyer's Familiar. Ooh.
Everett the Cursed. So on its face, this is like a SNID with good keywords.
Yeah, good keywords, which is fine. I'm honestly thinking about picking it because it seems like a fairly free pick. The other cards in here are like Fiery Intervention, Windgrace Acolyte, and if I was picking a black card, I would probably want Arvad anyway.
Yeah. I wouldn't hate Dub, but I think Arvad could be another direction. It's a legend. It's a historic spell.
Yeah, well, it also like gives us more of a reason to be in on historic stuff. Board the Weatherlight has this problem where it whiffs on land.
Anything. Yeah, whiffs on. Well, I don't think there's a circumstance where you play that you wouldn't prefer just Adventurous Impulse.
Yeah.
Oh no, Huzzah posted a link.
Oh.
What do we want here? There's like a bear or Knight of New Benalia.
Yeah, there's not a lot in here that I'm actually interested in. Adventurous Impulse, the Lance, perhaps? The Lance is fine. Like, I'm actually okay having that piece of equipment in my deck. Oh.
Yeah, it's not an Odachi, but nothing can be Odachi. Keldon Overseer is a cool guy, but we want to be able to splash because we want to pick at least one Traveler's Amulet. That's like one of our goals.
I could just pick up Knight of New Benalia as well.
Like, yeah, it's one of the other cards I was thinking of. Like either that or the bear if we wanted to actually play Arvid, maybe solid up black a little bit. But like one thing that would be really nice with our Joyer's Familiar Teshar would be specifically Traveler's Amulet. You know what? Why not?
That's a little too late to be. There's this and Run Amok that are telling me that my colors are being removed.
Yeah, I mean,
and I need to follow I need to follow off. We have two cards that are off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's a 5-power first striker. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Knight of New Benalia, for one, that's a 2-mana. It was a 2-mana 3/1, not a 3-mana 3/1. For two, if you're blocking with a 3/1, something has gone wrong, I believe.
Yeah, or your opponent controls Sapperlings.
Yeah. Oh dear, what do we want?
Okay. If we're shifting to be like Ooze or Scout or Fire Elemental.
Yeah, I don't like Fire Elemental isn't good enough to make me shift red though. Like the Run Amok could have just been a one-off.
Yeah, Warlord's Fury doesn't mean anything. Is this all right? It's like Bear.
Yeah.
Or do we want a 1/3 instead?
Ooze is like fine for answering like Lance or it kills the equipment
before.
Like end of combat.
Block. Oh, end of combat?
Yeah.
Oh, it's slow touch? I thought they evaporated that.
Yeah, no. Oh, hey. It's a card I would probably pick if this were like real life. Adele is, which is just not what we're doing. And this is all red-blue. Oh my goodness. We are... So
I think we just pick the best card and see what happens.
Yeah, like Syncopate then?
Syncopate is probably the most playable. The Keldon guy's alright. Arcane Flight is pretty decent. Is it a historic spell?
No, it's not. Historic is Saga, Artifact, Legend.
Right. They didn't want to keyword prowess somehow or whatever. Power Stone is fine. I wouldn't have hated to pick it or have it, but only if we had at least one other one.
Yeah. I don't don't know where I'm going. That's the problem here. I don't feel like I have a direction at all. Bird. Skeleton. Impulse. Alright. Let's hope that Pack 2 gives us a little bit more direction. Let me sort this a little more. That's not usefully sorted at all, is it?
I guess, can we sort by color already, or that wouldn't?
Yeah, I think this is better with the swamp out, so I can see everything. Oath of Teferi.
So we have some green cards. I don't think Oath of Teferi does anything for us.
No, it's flicker on come into play and then double loyalty.
Mm-hmm. So we have Kicker Lord or Slime. In white, we do have the Pegasus Courser.
Yeah, we could pick up the Pegasus, which I'd be fine with picking up. How real is my white compared to everything else, or with everything else? Probably still fine. Merfolk Trickster is also strong, but needs, or like, asks double blue.
Mm-hmm. Do we like our blue better than our green, I guess would be one question. But that might not be a question we have to answer right now.
I honestly think the answer to that is I like my green more. Like, all three of my green cards are cards I want to be playing. One of my green cards is a Flying Men. The other one is Handoff of Flying Men. And then, like, the third one is Syncopate, which is actually good, but... Or for blue cards.
Okay, then we might just be like green white if we can like do that, and then maybe we probably won't splash for Arvad.
Well, it depends on what our legend count is. We'll see what things go. I can't pick. Heller was like way too much of a like. That's 2 colors off. I'm not jumping that ship. Academy Drake.
Drake. There is this. Drake is a good card. It might be a sign.
I see. Okay, funny thing about Tetsuko is like Tetsuko plus Arvad doesn't do anything, which is great. Kind of like Drake.
Hopefully that Surveyor wheels, or we be able to pick up one eventually.
Yes, I agree that. That'd be a nice card to be able to recur with Tesher.
Or maybe be a nice card that might make our deck work. If things continue as they go.
True. I'm gonna, because of the power of Academy Drake, I'm gonna believe in blue right now.
Okay.
Mending of Dominaria. Could
just Dauntless Bodyguard?
Yeah, I actually like this as one of my favorite. Like, it's a 1-drop I like a lot. It's also good to see that white actually has a lot going on here.
Like the Unicorn or the Sergeant Arms would both be pretty cool.
I'm gonna do this for the moment. If we see, like...
If we do get a Traveler's Amulet, and like we can do the Teshar Joyrus...
It's not a card in this set.
No, there's a 1-mana way to...
I will never play that card.
Oh, I thought there was this... I thought there was one with a sack ability.
No,
There's
a 1-mana artifact that gains you 3 life, and then...
oh, I know that, but I'm not talking about that.
I've played that card once. You will never catch me playing it again.
Well, I'm sorry, Jin.
So no. Okay. All right. I will stop now. Ooh, Daring Archaeologist. That's actually a really good card here. Along with Sarah's Disciple, Advent Trapper. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of white here, which is really nice.
Yeah, maybe the last pack just didn't have any white cards in it.
Well, or it could be that the person on our left is not is. You know, person on our left versus person on our right. So pack 3, we might not see any white.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the Archaeologists, I wouldn't hate the... We might end up wanting one of those Theavenant Trappers, but I think the Archaeologist is a plan we want to lean into, maybe.
Yeah, well, this card's really damn strong, too. Like, 3/3 with like a rebuy on an artifact, which we don't have a ton at the moment that's going to be dying, but... Like, also the historic pump is nice. Now, here's a pack that's hot garbage for us. Like, I do not want... Excavation Elephant is, like, Archaeologist, but costing 7.
It's also just the dogs. I mean, there's Opt.
Yeah, I could just pick up Opt and call that good.
Or, like...
Goblin Barrage, I think, is the strongest card in this pack, but that's way off course.
Yeah, just a 4-mana Flame Slash.
Well, 4-mana Flame Slash that, like, with the sack ability and then, like, the fact that we have recursion makes it generally fine. You know, I think I might just go with the opt and then see if we can get other things going. Sage of Ultron, Wizard's Retort. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about.
Yeah, so everyone else knows. 8 is too much. 10 is outright.
Yeah, that's a bit silly. I could just pick up another Sergeant at Arms, or...
Sargi could be good. Sage of Lanam could make our deck work. Or we could just pick up a Sergeant at Arms just to have, like, a efficient creature. And, like, have more white cards. Remove white from our opponent, from our friends drafting with us. I can't call them our opponents because they aren't.
Yeah. Yeah, they might not be. I'm gonna pick up the Sergeant.
I'll play that guy, Wheels, then. He's weird.
Oh yeah, Sarah Disciple. Oh, no, sorry, there's Deep Freeze in here, which I like a lot. We need some way to reach out on our opponent.
Yeah, we need some kind of removal.
I've been under-impressed by Sarah Disciple. This tends to just be a 1-1 a little too often. It can't ever play defense.
I wonder how...
However, this card's very good as well.
Hey, or is this time to set Tulin? I wonder if Benthic Giant is any better now than it was back in the day.
It's very good in this format because a card called On Sarah's Wings exists.
All right, yeah, there's the Sarah's Embrace.
That, like, literally that card exists, or even, like, Arcane Flight exists.
Yeah.
So...
I guess there isn't, like, there's, like, a fake Aura sub-theme that's not even in blue.
Howler on the table? That's... The Oath basically doesn't do anything. The Befuddle does.
The Befuddle could do something. I hate the card. We might end up... It does draw a card. You might be able to win in combat. I don't know.
Like, seeing them tables kind of weird. This card's actually quite strong, so... Yeah, I don't think this does anything for us. All it would do is...
Do you want to just on the off chance we get a Planeswalker?
Sure.
Or do you want to play the Befuddle?
That's enough for me.
We get the Befuddle anyways.
We'll
we don't want to play...
Anyway.
Let's keep... Or do you want to pick up the dub because we have the Coldwater Snapper?
Oh, like just dub Coldwater? You know what? That sounds dumb. This is only creatures on recur, right? Creature 3 seems okay. Oh, thank you for the sub, Herbivore. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't like either of these cards, so I don't feel bad about picking one or the other. Befuddle draws a card, so maybe that makes it better.
Well, we can dub anyway. Oh, wow, Stronghold Confessor's still around.
Are we Divination?
I think I'm fine on Divination. Hey,
it's been a while since we've played Divination. Oh, dear goodness.
I'll take a curve.
A gift. Nobody's... Hey!
All right.
The card I hoped wield.
All right.
Sir CW Snapper. The Turtle Knight.
I dub thee. You have to, like, you do the sword on one side, then you kind of have to run to the other side of the beach to do the sword on the other side.
No, you just use a really big sword.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's fine.
Or you get one of those scale birds to do it for you.
Speaking of a really big sword.
That is a very large Ogre's Cleaver.
Well, specifically, it has that part where it can sidestep being Ogre's Cleaver if you attach it to, like, Teshar.
Yeah, so we have a legendary creature.
I also think it's better than every other card in this pack, except for Blessed Light.
Blessed Light, it does say exile target creature on it.
But
do we want to try out the Black Blade?
I have had good times with this card in Limited.
And here's the good news. If you do equip for 7, you've probably got 7 lands in play.
Right, that's the big thing. Like, that's not Ogre's Cleaver. +7/+7 is, like, way beyond it. So let's... Antiquities War.
The Antiquities of War,
Oh, shit. Can I...
We have artifacts. Do we have enough artifacts?
I don't know if we do, but I wanna. So, I'm sad the art isn't coming in unless I pull this up.
Mm-hmm. It's got it, which means they probably programmed it like a Planeswalker. It's competing with Voldalin Arcanist, which is a 2-drop.
Yeah. But...
We have 1, 2...
We only have 5 artifacts at the Mo. We need to get more for the Antiquities War to be on. We have a pack to do it. Is that worth it at this stage? It would be either this or like Wizard's Retort or Arcanist, and I think that those are like
cancel and 2 mana 1/3, or like.
I think I'm okay making the chance at that. Hey Alex Straza, how you doing? Is it worth picking up Power Stone shards now?
Could be. We've got one, right?
Yeah, we have one.
It's competing with Opt and a combat trick.
Yeah, good combat trick too.
Yeah, rather good combat trick.
Indestructible. Okay, I kind of want to lean into a plan.
Yeah. Also makes the Black Blade better because that's still like attack for 5.
Yeah.
2-drop. Or
yeah, Mesa Unicorn is a 2. Sentinels is exile a historic card. If you do, return to the battlefield. Slin Voda, even with like Power Stone shards, is still way too expensive.
Because you gotta like triple blue out of that.
Yeah.
Whereas we could use a 2-drop. We have 2 of them. We do have a jousting. It works rather well with the jousting lance.
Yeah, if Blackblade becomes a creature, it falls off.
Fall of...
Destroy all lands, huh?
Destroy all lands.
I don't think we care about Destroy all lands.
We might not. But we might.
So
or do we just want like a Partic Wanderer?
Again,
we have
like,
Power Stone shards. It makes our antiquities better.
Yeah, it makes this less liable to miss on the draw effect. Obviously, it does nothing with the final effect, but it makes it so like the draw effect does something.
We're on pack 3, so you've missed 2 packs. Somebody has the 3 Slin Vodas.
Whatever, we'll table one of these Slin Vodas. It's gonna be fine. Wow, there's just no everybody. There's at least one blue-white drafter on my side. And there's nobody in red on my side.
Nobody in red.
That's fine. I'm just gonna pick up the Homerite Explorer and move on with life.
Short sword?
That probably does more than Damping Sphere, that's for dang sure.
Oh, yeah, Damping Sphere does nothing. What is that? That's just an expensive 3/4 flyer. Okay.
Not expensive. I would call this on cost.
Whenever I see these 5 mana 3 power flyers, I just always think of Nimbus of the Isles. This card is better than that, but my brain has written them off, even though many of them have been playable throughout history.
I'm taking Relic Runner.
A 2-drop. That might be hard to block.
All right.
Okay, 1 Power Stone shard is garbage. 2 is nearing playable. 3 is a plan. He wheeled.
Yeah, I already have a Divination, so I'm fine picking up Arcanist as just a drop. Sure, I don't really care about that.
That guy might be playable in our deck. Makes... Like, it and Short Sword are bad, but combined... Yeah, I guess we have 3 Power Stone shards.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a lot more likely for us to actually hit that now that we have 3 Power Stone shards. Also, Teshar is going to be recurring like mad. Now that we're on heavy artifact plan.
And we do have some 3 and below creatures now.
Yeah, we have Sergeant at Arms, Pegasus, Knight of New Benalia, Sage, Mesa Unicorn, Relic Runner, and like Dauntless Bodyguard. And Dauntless Bodyguard is maybe the coolest of those to continue.
Because it has a sack ability.
I can always
sack it pre-combat, send in like an indestructible 4/4 or something, and then post-combat just play a shitty artifact and recur it.
Right, like Teshar becomes indestructible attacks, and there is any reason to hate pick in League? Nah.
No, I mean there is the very infinitesimal chance that you play against somebody you drafted with.
It's there are literally 6,000 plus players in the league, so
yeah, I qualified it. I said infinitesimal.
I know. All right, I feel like we have a very odd deck. I really wish that Antiquities War would have came up in pack 2.
Yeah, I really wish so too. I think here is a thing I've learned from watching several of these drafts now. I think the historic sub-theme might be bad.
I was going to say the exact opposite. I think the historic sub-theme might be really strong.
Well, okay, we'll make our arguments then. This is good.
All right,
This is debate 101. You have two different sides of it. Okay. A lot of the historic interaction cards are recursion pieces. And there's one artifact that sacks itself. And it sacks itself for 6 mana. You kind of, there's like, I guess there's Orcish Vandal, and there's that Sage of Latinam that can help you out doing it. But otherwise, you end up doing stuff like sticking Short Sword in your deck.
Well, no, see, I think that's, like, too much focus on the artifact part of it and not enough focus on all of it. Like, because the historic sub-theme isn't just an artifact sub-theme, it's an artifact sub-theme, it's legends and it's sagas, which make up a much larger portion of the card pool.
I guess there are plenty of uncommons that are legends.
There's a lot. I think it's 1 for each color combination and 2 for each single color. Yeah, so there's 20 uncommon legends.
Mm-hmm.
And most of those are like highly powerful. And then not to mention, of course, the rare legends that exist.
Mm-hmm.
See, the thing is, Saga sub-theme isn't a thing. It's not sagas, it's historic. You get that? That's like missing the forest for 1 tree.
I guess I just focused on artifacts because they're the ones that you can always play. Like they go in. You can play them in any deck.
What do I
We need 5 cuts. Okay, should we count our historic cards? Or I guess artifacts specifically for the Antiquities of War, right? We don't need Divination. Like, Divination and Befuddle could be...
Yeah, that's a pretty easy cut, I think. Sorry by CMC, please.
Well, maybe not Divination. I like Opt.
Artifact count is 9. Which is high enough for the Antiquities War.
Yeah, because you have 7 in your hand. That's
33.
33. So that's assuming you don't. Assuming you draw like 1 of them, that's still 1 in 5. About.
Do I care about playing Coldwater Snapper if I don't actually have like? I have Blackblade Reforged and Jousting. Maybe that's enough.
That could be enough.
Like Jousting Lance on
this
this
be
is
like
just
a
fine.
big guy. Or it might not be. I don't know.
I also don't think I care about Sage of Latnam.
We do have daring archaeologist in the deck, but artifacts might just die on their own.
Yeah, I guess I don't want to play a Squire for the purpose of 1 of my 40 cards. Because a lot of the times these aren't cards I want to get rid of,
Yeah.
Like, I'd probably be fine sacking Short Sword.
Even like Power Stone Shard, like after you've used it, but it is a Squire. If that were a 1/3, I'd be all over it.
The fact that it's a Squire, it's like the body is irrelevant.
We'll bring it in when we play the green player, because they'll have infinite 1/1s. But also like 8/8s, so it doesn't matter.
I could drop
green draft.
I could drop Divination because I do have Antiquities Wars sort of card draw.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate dropping. Divination could go. I like Opt. I like Opt a lot.
Yeah, same. Syncopate's good. I think I'm fine with Coldwater Snapper when we've got Blackblade and Jousting Lance. We can't hand it like Trample, but we can hand it like the Abyss. And handing it the Abyss is a pretty good way.
We've got this Guardians of Koilos can do some neat things. Like basically just picking up the antiquities, I think.
Yeah, I like the Guardians of Koilos is in here basically as another like artifact for our artifact count, and I don't know how much I care about it for that reason. If I was going to cut one, that would be an okay one to pull out.
Because like we need 2 cuts, so I'm just looking where.
Yeah, that'd probably be fine.
Together.
Because, like, what else do we have for, like, the thing with the Guardians of Koilos is, like, what would we have that's beneficial to bounce? And the answer is almost nothing.
Yeah, like, if we had one more Power Stone shard, then tapping a Power Stone shard and then returning it to your hand to play it would be mana generative, but...
There's a couple players at the local card shop who are trying to build a infinite mana Power Stone shard deck. Because there are some cards in Kaladesh that allow you to copy artifacts.
Yeah, so there's some clones.
And so you just, like, I think all you need to, like, set off the combo is controlling 3 Power Stone shards and 4 other lands was the math on it. Of course, that does need you to have 3 Power Stone shards in play, but
yeah,
you go infinite mana off that, and I don't know, it's pretty silly.
Okay, want to cut a 3-drop?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. We could just cut out, like,
It's funny, because you cut one Power Stone shard, suddenly the others become much less valuable.
Yeah, I don't want to cut on any of those. I also don't want to cut out Pegasus Courser, because it's actually pretty important for, like, some of our top end.
Sarge?
We could cut out one of the Sarges. They're pretty strong, but they are... Of all
It could... Or it could just be Cold Water Snapper and, like, admit that Short Sword ain't cutting it for that specific use. I don't mind Short Sword, because we do have, like, these like the Mesa Unicorn, the Pegasus Courser, like the 1/1s off Sergeant of Arms. Like, there's benefits to, like, a small, cheap improvement to creatures.
Yeah.
Especially if we can make them fly with the Courser, but...
There are a couple other options besides Sergeant. Opt might be one of those.
It could just be Opt.
Like, cut the filler card. I'm gonna go with that. Because, like, I know that Opt is like, one of the better, like, having played a lot with it, it's one of the better card draw things for filtering, but, like, I'd rather have action than not.
So we're going to have to play slightly more islands than we might want to, because even though that is like 10 mana, we have the Power Stone shards, so we might be able to squeeze it out earlier. And we do need triple blue. All of our other costs are pretty, like, single plane, single island, otherwise we're fine.
Yeah, we could go 9/8.
9/8 would probably be fine.
The question is 9/8 what direction? Like, if
I would say 9/8 island.
My problem with that is that, like, all of our early drops are in white, so we have that tension of early versus late drop there.
I suppose.
Like, I feel like it's pretty set on 9/8, and it's saying Planescape is not considering the kicker.
That's probably fine. If we want to be able to make our Dauntless Bodyguard on 1, just to have Elite Vanguard.
I think Elite Vanguard can hit for, like, 6 before something shows up to stop it.
It's either that, like, there's only 2 worlds in which that card exists, and it's where it deals 6 or immediately becomes like chumped by a 1/3. You know, like they one or the other. Never anything else.
All right, our deck contains 20 mana sources. This should be great.
You know what? That's probably fine. You could cut a land for divination if you're scared.
No, I was sitting here wishing that this crab was a 3-drop so I could win by recurring it a bunch.
I mean, what would that be? Plan Q?
Yeah, that'd be playing, like, farthest from actual. All right, let's go ahead.
I don't like Comrade Explorer. I don't know why they called it the best crab. Not a crab. There's King Crab. I guess it has a stick.
Rope leg. Alright, let's jump on in.
I don't even think it's my favorite Homerid.
I've seen a lot of, like, there's a decent number of 1/3s. There's the kickers, like the red and black kicker ones that are a bit of an
And then
annoyance.
there's
But
the
there's not,
Lanamore one.
but there, I think there's a lot more, and here's that, whoops. I am still keeping it.
I like Comrade Shaman. It's a 4-mana 2/1. Okay. Which direction of the 9/8 did you go?
I went the islands, and I'm immediately switching it after this game.
Like, we can either play like the 1/3 or the Courser to get our mana spent.
I'm gonna go with Courser here because next turn I can play Power Stone plus Knight or Unicorn.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to see which one of those treacherous islands was the cheater island.
I didn't mark it. That's what I should have done.
Yeah, like if we that's what we'll do is we'll mark the plains. If we did we pick a plains?
I don't know if we did. That's what we should do, though.
I know we picked a swamp.
Oh, speaking of picking a swamp.
That's the swamp we picked.
All right.
Okay, we could play plains and then like two drops, or get the antiquity down. Well, play a Power Stone Shard.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Like Power Stone Shard into Knight of Dominaria or Mesa Unicorn.
Yeah. The reason I like that is because that means next turn I can play Antiquities plus a 2-drop, or I can just play Partic.
I think either way we should probably play the plains.
Yeah.
I guess it frankly doesn't matter. I don't know who Frankly is, but he doesn't matter.
I'm gonna go Unicorn.
Yeah, Pegasus and Unicorn teaming up.
And I think we'll hold on back. They didn't attack with Druid last turn when I had the 1/3 up, so they shouldn't like body check here. And if they do body check, I will take 2.
Mm-hmm. Because we're gonna be using the Unicorn.
Yeah, that's the body check. Like a bunch of untapped mana. There's Run Amok. There's Gift of Growth. There's like
there's
enough.
There's the -1/-1 make a sap. That would do it.
Yeah. I believe they don't. I believe they don't have a 5th land. -2 mana. No, they're not gonna.
Ooh, the Forebear.
Shit.
We didn't pick up.
No, we didn't.
Anything to deal with that. Okay, well we just have to kill all their creatures. We can do that, right?
We have no removal in our deck, so.
Okay, we could Antiquities to start drawing some cards, or we could just get a 5/5 trample. Which would not block their Druid, but...
Yeah, not only would it not block their Druid, but it wouldn't block their, like... It couldn't attack into their Druid.
Couldn't attack into their Druid. It would... If they attack with their Forebear's Blade, it attacks back just fine. Because of the Surveyor doesn't matter.
Honestly, I can just pick up the Partic Wanderer, and that's fine.
Mm. Okay, it's 5 total swing.
Yeah, the big thing with Forebear's Blade is that its equip cost is
large. Oh.
Well, no, it's 0 when the equipped creature dies. They're ignoring it and going for like a 5-drop.
Jund.
Okay.
Okay.
We have ways of getting those back. Pretty simply, actually.
So we spent mana, and then they spent a turn. Like this we win if this keeps happening, you know?
Yeah.
Our lifelink.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go Antiquities War, tapping all my blue.
And like post-combat, or anything else? Like, let's see.
So let's see what we get. Lance.
Lanson.
That's actually really good for our lifelinker to offset the forebears.
If you play it this turn, we can still play the Dauntless Bodyguard.
I could also, like, play it next turn as, like, a surprise.
Like this drop equip.
Yeah. Because I can play the Knight of New Benalia this turn as well, which does block Crosan Druid if they, like, came in and trade.
It even blocks it with, like, that thing does not offer first strike.
No, it offers trample, but not first strike. So I think I'm going to go this route, and I think I just want to make my Pegasus unblockable, or unkillable.
Yeah, either that or the Unicorn.
Unicorn unkillable's good, too.
One of our horses.
Man, let's go Unicorn unkillable. Alright, I also want to... That's not the button I want. Oh. It's just not in the log.
Oh, you wanted to see what we bottomed?
Yeah, I didn't really... I was thinking through my play line, because I thought they appeared and revealed cards to me, but they don't.
No, you just look.
Okay, anyway, let's get in for our damages.
I'll start keeping track.
No, I just know to do that from now on. It didn't register in my head.
It's absolutely free.
So there's the equip.
Okay, they're putting it on their crappy creature. Well, I guess we're taking 4.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
The vigilance is a bit annoying, but
yeah, but it's not a
we're flying.
Power thing is the thing. So.
Yeah. Our Lance is going to fall. How big does Antiquities make them? Is it just
5/5.
Casting cost or 5/5?
5/5.
Okay. For the longest time, it was that kind of effect used casting costs, but I think since Tez, it's all been 5/5s. Okay, time to whiff because we drew our short sword. Oh, crap.
Ooh. So there's a Power Stone Shard and Black Blade Reforged. Teshar and Slyn and Syncopate going bottom.
Okay. Can we... We have 4, 5, 6... No, we have 7 mana. We can just equip that thing.
No, it's 2 to play.
I mean, not this turn, obviously.
Yeah, so I think we grab the Black Blade Reforged here, then.
Yeah, we play that, and then, like, drop everything to have 5/5s next turn. Or we might equip the Lance.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I'm going to grab the Black Blade Reforged here. So let's just go ahead and drop all these and see how many of these we get to have in play. So, hold on.
Okay, it's 5 to drop equip Lance.
Which leaves me with 2 left over. So I guess I can't drop equip Lance here? I can drop equip Short Sword for an extra lifelink.
That seems fine. Because we can drop equip something, I think that's better than just drop equipping the Lance and one other thing. So we should dump our hand.
Well, the big thing here is that we're attacking with, like, infinite 5/5s next turn.
Yeah. Let me read the March of the Machines text on that again.
Yep.
Okay, they're just 5/5s.
Yeah, I know no additional text.
Well, if he doesn't move the sword, who cares? Because that's only a 4. Like, if he wants to double block...
What is
this?
Minus
Minus X. No, fight! We picked wrong.
Yep, I picked wrong. Damn.
This is going to be one of the first games of Magic I've seen in a long time where equipment has mattered, because this game is being it's going to be like dominated by the fact that we both have really powerful equipment. Like, they got the blade, yeah, but any creature we have is immediately going to get plus million.
Right. Well, the thing is, I can't attack with Blackblade Reforged unless I have lethal, because they'll kill it in combat.
But it only stays 5/5 for next turn.
Uh.
Yes.
I think they have a pump spell, but I want them to spend it.
Okay, they're going to blockers. Nope, they went to combat damage. Okay.
That, I mean, obviously why you do that, there, but...
Yeah, because it's free. So Short Sword falls off, and Mesa Unicorn can't attack.
Yep, so...
And we bricked, except every land makes our Black Blade better. Plus...
We just have lethal if I swing in.
Yeah. If for some reason we don't, with the 7th land means we can equip the Black Blade anyways, if the Power Stone, they block and kill the Power Stone.
Well, they'll block and kill Black Blade. I'm attacking all out, though.
Yeah, I think we just crush.
Like, I realize that they attack and kill Black Blade, but... Like
if they... Who cares? Like, if that... Like, I didn't mean to be so flippant, but, if they do that and they have -2/-2 to kill that Jousting Lance,
they don't have a trick.
2.
They're just blocking.
Okay.
Or no, they have a fight down. They're gonna fight down the Black Blade and then go to 2.
That still leaves them with no creatures in play for their sword. Oh,
that's the same. Okay, that's the same effect.
Mm-hmm. Whereas at least Mesa Pegasus gets to crush in for 5 first strike
every turn. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a little
it's
Fang Slayer on the ground.
It's the Abyss. Yeah, again, when equipment become creatures like this, you cannot equip them. That is why the short sword fell off.
Like, they've retained the subtype equipment for some reason, and it's kind of a Blood Moon type situation where it just happens, okay?
Okay, here's a creature to have just go into the Abyss. Okay. It is every citizen's final duty.
Hey, a flyer! I think, we have near infinite mana, so we can equip Short Sword and still play the Scaldskin.
Yeah. It is every citizen's final duty to go into the tanks. Like, that's the thing, is that our opponent, like, is under the Abyss.
Yeah, so, like, they're up on cards, but...
And we know they're live cards, like, they're in the sense that they've missed a lot of land drops, but, like...
How many of them can they put out in a turn? It now has to be 2. They need a blocker and a kill spell. Okay.
Right. They've shown pretty good, like, Vicious Offerings, pretty good stuff. We don't have a real answer in our sideboard.
We don't have a planes to mark with if you wanted to make the land swap.
I still want to make the land swap because I feel that that game was pretty much a demonstration of the problem I was afraid of.
It's really hard to
I know.
But I believe you. It's like that kind of statistics. What do we got?
I mean, the trick was that in my mind it was 51-49. And that happenstance was enough to tip the scale back to like 51-49 the other direction. We don't really have a lot of... Our opponent's way too removal heavy for me to want to have Arcane Flight in.
Our opponent's light on flyer. Our opponent is also tribal 2/3s until they get their sword out.
A lot of those.
So like if we wanted to play like a 1/3... If we have an extra one of those kicking around, if we wanted to, I think Sergeant of Arms would be really good here if we can have it.
Let's see how Game 2 runs for us. I was pretty impressed by how things ran. Our friend here mentioned the. Oh, whoop! There's our auto mole.
Yeah, one-landers you do not keep.
One-lander with our 10-drop? Like,
man, how spoiled are we by... How spoiled are we by Magic Arena's on bottom? By Magic Arena's algorithm? How long have you been getting away playing 22 lands in your decks? In like your I played 22 lands in my control decks that play 7-cost cards, and it goes fine.
I kind of want to do the math on how that plays out for. Hey, Archaeologist, that's nice.
Yeah, Hill Giant.
Maybe they'll kill my short sword.
Like we just don't do anything, and they play their 5-mana Shattered.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're gonna make a 2/3 here.
Yeah, this is a 2/3 no text, like kicker no text. Or no, it could be their elf mom.
Could be Elf Mom.
Ah, it's elf mom. Crap.
How many elves do they have?
Like 2, but like elf mom is dangerous enough with like 1 more elf. So
Magic Arena kind of cheats. It basically draws 2 opening hands and then gives you the one with the more with that it thinks looks better. And there's different breakpoints. It's very on surface level. It's very similar to how Magic, but there's different breakpoints.
okay.
So if you want to draw an opening hand with 3 lands, you play 22 lands.
Yeah, it's got some there's some math going on.
So it's not Magic the Gathering, is what we're saying. Just get that out there.
Yeah, I could like hold it to recur Partick Wanderer, but right now, like, not having a board is very.
It gets bigger when you play historic spells too, right?
Yes.
Like it's not just okay.
I did consider holding the short sword for that reason alone, but.
Yeah, if you want the authentic Magic experience, you still have to play Magic Online, a game
I know how this works.
A game where you tap 99 additional cards to your Jotty Lifestrider.
Yeah. Oh god, I love that bug.
Or the Scry bug, which I don't think is real, but every competitive Magic player still talks about.
I should check if it's real or not. The Scry bug, you mean the one where you can undo your mulligan choice, or the Scry bug?
No, the one where they call it Scry bug, where you end up drawing the card that you scried to bottom. But really, I think it's just because you're playing multiples, and you're being unlucky.
So I can go ahead and make a Cold Water Snapper look good.
Yeah, just have like Hugin, watch him fight that. Jerks.
Oh, yeah, have fun fighting this. 2 cards left in hand, very little as far as recursion goes. Our opponent is not pressuring me, which is nice.
Yeah, like we're getting beat down for 5.
Well, I'm sorry. They are pressuring me. This is pretty real.
Like we play that before we play the Partick Wanderer, I think. But for now, we just get we get Benthic Giant down.
Yeah, let's get Benthic Giant, Turtle, the Cold Snap Turtle in play. That should be good. Next turn, I can, like, equip it, make it even bigger so it can't die to, like, +4/+4. They're gonna have problems fighting this, is the story.
Okay, Yargle. Their plan is just to be larger than it.
Okay, that's pretty real, because Jousting Lance is only on offense.
So we just block Yargle with Partick Wanderer, except Partick Wanderer's going to get eaten.
Yeah, like, they can't fight down Partick Wanderer like that. Alright, I think I'm gonna go Partick Wanderer, equip Partick Wanderer?
Is it just so that it beats a thing in a fight? Yeah.
Specifically so it beats, so it doesn't get Vicious Offering, like, fully. Like, clearly it would die to a Vicious Offering, but that's fine.
And now we wait.
Well, like, Teshar will come down, Teshar can attack in the air for, like, 4-turn clock. They can have Yargle fight this down, but that's a fight, and Yargle will die to that.
Yeah, Yargle will fight at a 6/6 and then die. Oh, no, Elf Mom.
Elf Mom. So Elf Mom gets bigger.
That's one of the cards that made people want to make Elf Ball, right? Was that card?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Absolutely.
Alright, the problem is they can pick that up.
True.
And play it next turn. So, this is an issue.
Even Teshar with the short sword trades with Yargle, though.
Yeah.
It's a 9/3. It ain't got trample. Are they just going to do it now, even though they shouldn't? Does Memorial of Folly say anytime you can play a sorcery?
Well, I'm sorry, what?
Let me read the Monument to Folly.
Oh, no, that's instant.
Okay, that's what I thought. They tend to make only the red ones of those bad. A land away from just having... Is that a 6/6 or an 8/8?
8/8.
That's probably good enough.
Let's get Teshar down. Do they
I
have a
thought
-2,
Ambuscade was
-2?
fair. Whoever designed their ancient animusing it,
Which is enough to kill it because that makes Marwyn bigger, and then
whoever designed Shards of Alara, because they made Soul's Fire,
all
which is
right.
essentially better Ambuscade.
So they can still end step, do the memorial, because now Elf Mom taps for 3. Yeah, Yargle's gonna be really a big problem for us. And they did have the Ancient Animus that I was playing around with, just having Partick Wander.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, they've got Thran Dynamo.
Yeah, this is literally taps for, like, they have 5 extra mana after this play, and they're beating me a little bit on mana. I would play an 8/8 right now if I drew a land off the top.
Mm-hmm. And so we did. So I think that means actually it's the turtle that holds Yargle at home.
Yeah.
Because we want to attack with our 8/8, if possible. Maybe we can turn Yargle into an 0/4 wall. That'd be nice.
Our opponent still is off red, so...
That land is veggies, right? Like it casts explosive veggies when you tap it?
No, that one's top 5.
Oh, okay. It just does
You're thinking of the one from...
Adventurous Impulse. Yeah, the Blighted one.
That was
the Blighted one is veggies. I have incidentally looked a lot at these uncommon sack lands lately for no reason. Throughout history.
Okay, we have held off Yargle. Sweet.
Incidentally enough, a creature that... Does that mean we can...
Attack with Sin Voda?
Like, give this whale the lance and just see what happens? They have 3, 6... If they go super in... I think we post-combat the night. Yeah.
I'm interested in this. They can only take this once.
Yeah. Granted, it probably just means that Elfum Druid is saying the long goodnight, but that's the Abyss.
Yeah, this is what we call the Abyss.
Okay, sometimes just playing an 8-mana 8/8 is good enough. Really, we don't want to bounce their creatures because they get a 1/1 and gain 10 life if we do that.
So I'm going +1/+1 on Knight so that it doesn't die to fungal.
Yeah, fungal infection.
And I can do the equipment shuffle, like...
I put the short sword on the whale, and then
yep.
something like that.
Shit. That hands off trample.
Trample, huh?
Yeah, that hands off trample. Again, we don't have an answer to that specific card in our deck, so...
Well, yeah. Interesting choice. Do you want to go on with both?
I guess.
Because if they attack with both, then okay. Do we trade the?
Like, what's the point of trading here? Like, I guess
it only saves us 2 life.
Right. Like that's the problem. Is it doesn't really do enough. Okay, so hold on. Let me do the math on like what our. Next turn, Yargle would get trample, and then there'd also be this like go wide strategy. Yargle could trample for... It's +3? Oh my god.
Yeah, +3. So Yargle becomes a 12/3.
Yeah, which would trample for 4, and then... Good. I think I have to just take this hit.
Yeah.
For
I
now.
believe so. Maybe that means we put the lance on the turtle and attack with that instead.
I don't think I can attack. I'll die if I do that. Pretty sure that if I go into combat right now, I will die.
Let's think about it. We got some time to think.
Well, okay. If I attack with any creature, the sword is on Yargle. Yargle will trample for 4, bringing me to 4. And then a 2/2, a 2/2, and a 3/3 will attack me, and I can only block one of those. So a 2/2 and a 2/2 will hit me for another 4, which is my life total.
True, and they can just take the hit from the... So I think we just can't attack. Yeah, we want to maximize our toughness for the trample block.
Yeah, like this means that they have to attack with a Yargle trampled, and like Coldwater Snapper can handle that. So yeah, if I attack with anything here, I think I am dead.
Okay.
So that is an illegal choice. If they play another creature, that also will kill me. If they have a removal spell, I'll die. I am dead to a lot of things at this very moment.
We're dead with a creature...
2-power creature would kill me.
Only if we fail to draw something too.
Yes. So they're doing the memorial.
That's a good sign. Although they're going to hit something.
The sword on whale is a poor strategy because that means that I do not like the sword on the whale because the sword having the Coldwater Snapper upped a little bit means that it's unlikely that this is coming in. It could throw on Yargle and then do a block. That'd be okay.
Oh, well, they whiffed. They didn't hit a creature.
No, we're still waiting. I think they haven't chosen.
No, they revealed card. They revealed Swamp.
That's revealed from Adventurer's Impulse from a year ago.
Oh, why is it still there then?
Because it doesn't go away.
Okay, yep. What does the chat say that they picked then? Because like it's in their graveyard, or are they still resolving the ability?
Waiting.
Okay.
Waiting for trigger on stack. Because that is our opponent's name.
Okay, trying to think of our outs.
How's everybody doing today? How are y'all doing? On this fine Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Bodyguard would be a good draw, because that makes any attack they make dumb. Because if they walk into an 8/8 indestructible.
They did whiff.
What's the chat say?
Put no cards in their hand with a memorial.
Genghis, Cripes. So they just stone range themselves.
Yeah, for 3 mana.
3 tapped land. Okay.
Tap 3 land, stone rain yourself. 2-power creature.
They're gonna play it. No, they're moving the blade onto Yargle post combat. Whale? We can turn Yargle into a 3/4 wall.
I like Yargle being off.
Here's a question.
That's very good.
What happens if we attack first?
They'll take 10.
That's fair.
I do not think they would do anything other than...
Yeah, they're at 20, so they could probably just afford to take 10.
I think they would take 10 the first time. We can see what happens. The other option is block with Yavimaya Shepherd.
Yeah, because if we pre-combat that Deep Freeze, they are absolutely just going to chump with Yargle to move the sword for free. So if we plan to attack at all, we should do so before playing the Deep Freeze.
Okay, let's do that then.
Because I think our turtle actually outsizes everything but the 3/3 if they choose to move the sword and then go in, because it'll be a 5/6. Okay.
So this gives us an interesting out in the Pegasus.
Also, I think I want to know how layers work. Loses all other abilities. So yeah, it wouldn't actually... It has the power, but not the abilities. Now, and the sword has the equipment ability, right?
Now, I'm pretty sure if that sword moved off and on, it would reapply.
Yeah. We learned that... I had to look that up a few days ago because Birdhead brought it up. wondering why. And I got to talk about everybody's favorite rules nightmare.
Ooh.
But everybody's favorite rules nightmare, which is opalescence.
Yep.
With humility. It depends how many of each you control and what order they came in.
Now, a cool thing we have here is that our opponent cannot alpha anymore.
Yeah, because they're at 8.
Well, like, okay, they found their red source.
Okay, so they're going to blow up the jousting lance.
I think it's highly likely that either our jousting lance is going or Knight of Dominaria is dying. This looks like a menace creature.
Menace with the sword would suck, but we could still double block it.
Yeah.
However, that might open up an alpha from them just from double blocking. Okay.
The problem now with like attacking them to abyss them is that they have a really easy abyss target.
Yeah, I don't think we do that. I think instead we play Joyrus Familiar and maybe move the Jousting Lance.
That was what I was thinking as well, was Jousting Lance on Joyrus Familiar.
Like either that or put it on the Knight for now.
It doesn't seem important on the Knight.
It would just be for blocking purposes. Because the Joyrus Familiar with the Lance is a 2-turn clock because they took 2 from their Dark Bargain.
Yeah, well, and we can like short sword to up that.
Does short sword up that? Because
no. I mean, up the power.
Yeah, if we need to. Yeah.
Like short sword would have made it a 2-turn clock without the bargain, is I guess what I meant there.
Yeah. Which means they can't play Dark Bargain anymore. Ah. Yeah, it's a woodpecker now. This is game 2, right?
Yeah, this is game 2. I need to keep the clock in mind for that reason.
And if they can't answer a flying threat, then we won't have to wait that long. But
Stronghold Confessor is a bit of a strong card here because Menace like means that I do have to throw a lot of. Well, okay, it's also it's very important that my opponent can just not alpha here.
Yeah.
Okay, pretty
obvious there. They can trade with the turtle if they want. They can't kill both the turtle and the knight if they have something for the knight.
See, I would if that's coming in, I would probably block that with Sinvoda and Knight of Dominaria.
Yeah. I was thinking blocking it with the turtle and the Knight of Dominaria.
I do not like blocking with the turtle there because that kills one of our best threats.
Yeah, but
like
a -5 on the Sinvoda would be really bad. Like if they kill Yargle to do that. Sure. I think either one of those is worth trying out, though. Like, I don't hate blocking with X forces them to have it in 2 cards.
Yeah, like the reason I want to do this is because even if they have -5/-5, their creature still dies and we take 2 trample. But if I block with Cold Water Snapper, that is dead, and Cold Water Snapper is my best way to hold off all the other sorted creatures.
Yeah, very true, because they fail to overcome 6 toughness. Okay, they're choosing to kill the knight.
That means they don't have lethal on the Sinvoda. So this is just them trading 1-for-1, which I'm happy with, because that, again, the Stronghold Confessor was one of the scariest cards they had.
Mm-hmm. They're going to snap that on Mom. Because that's the only one that can attack into the turtle. No, they're putting it on Yargle for some reason. That seems like an error.
Interesting. Do they have a kill target? Okay, then they're going to Fiery Intervention to kill that, sure.
Why did they put it back on Yargle? Ooh, that could be really good.
I think this is just attack with Joyrus Familiar.
Yeah, this is attack with Joyrus Familiar, play a Goblin Piker.
And then move equipment around to match. I have basically unlimited mana to do this, so... I am going to put my opponent at dies this next turn, you know?
Yeah. If they're putting them on 3 means that if they kill the Joyous Familiar and we draw a historic spell for the Relic Runner, they're gonna fight. Is that why they
+1/+1 counter, that creature gains reach. I still first strike, so that's a chump block.
That's really weird.
No, I mean, it makes sense in the sense of, like, wanting to chump block. It's just that...
Yeah, I guess that does make sense.
I'm happy that that's out of their hand. That actually could have been quite deadly.
Yeah.
Like, if they had +1/+1, like, ooh, okay, I'm happy that's gone.
Okay, they're doing it to live.
Okay, so Relic Runner...
Then sword back on the turtle? Or
Yeah,
we just put sword on the Relic Runner because of the turtle can't.
I'm gonna go sword on the turtle and jousting lance on the Relic Runner.
Okay.
So that Relic Runner will trade with something else that comes in, and like Coldwater Snapper will, I guess, as well.
Yeah, it might be the sniper's time or the snapper's time to face the music.
So they're on top deck. I feel like they have a decent number of lands on the bottom of their deck because of that whiff on Memorial.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to trade Coldwater Snapper here?
What happens if we don't? That any of their creatures become lethal?
Yeah, then any creature becomes lethal, and I don't like that. I feel like I kind of have to do this.
Yeah. I hate it, but I think we have to.
Again, like, Relic Runner can hopefully run enough interference to not have me die.
Mm-hmm. Or kill our opponent. Because if we, they go to 1 if we, okay.
Yeah, they go to 1 if we had that.
I think we just attack with the flyer. And hope that next turn... We hope that nothing changes, essentially.
Yeah, okay, so a cool thing about next turn is that their board state right now is 7 points, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They do not have lethal. So putting this all on Relic Runner because that buys us a little bit more, like they can't fight it down as easy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, we want nothing to change here, and then we just have lethal. They need a way to... Okay, land.
They need a way to do 1 damage to us.
Yes. If they have the +4/+4 pump spell, I actually can't stop them from killing me.
Mm-hmm. Because they have to trample.
I think it is right of them to all out me.
Mm-hmm. Which one do we block? Like, the trample means that we are only saving 2 damage either way. We probably kill the one with the most toughness then, which is just the guy with the sword anyways. Nope, shock doesn't hit players in this game, but fireball does.
Oh, shit! Oh, that's a hell of a top deck. Okay.
God, let's hope Academy Drake can do it in time.
God damn.
Here's a real question. Should we concede? Like, can we win this game and the next one in 4.5 minutes?
Not anymore. Not the Slimefoot.
Yeah, because that's like chump blockers.
Well, chump blockers and drain life.
Yeah, so we would lose in a few activations. They're flooded.
Damn. God, that sword is such a beating.
That sword is
And we just have...
a problem. Our only way to deal with it would be to sideboard in forests and corrosive ooze.
Yep.
Not even Dread Sentinels would do it if we could possibly make use of it.
Yeah, I mean...
You could play Homered Explorer and try to mill it.
I say we roll it back.
Roll it back.
Alright, I'm in.
A 1-3 is a way to win the game in 4 minutes.
Reverse of that, yes.
You know who I am and what I do. Although sadly Deep Freeze kind of sucks in this circumstance.
Tashar does not.
Yeah, Tashar is of the Skaldkins in our hand, it is my favorite.
Well, I have a 2-3-4 curve, you know?
Yeah, so like curving would be great. Technically, I'm lying. It's slightly slower than the speed of light due to the speed of electricity happening in the cables that transmit my voice to you.
Alright. We do need to draw 4th land.
Preferably island.
Okay, opponent's on all colors.
Okay, there's their Sprouting Thrinix. Oh, kind of. Well, in comes the Sergeant.
Yeah. Not having 4th land is very awkward here. Okay, they're at least on like a slow play here. Problem is just how good that sword is for us. We can't do anything about it.
Yeah, the Forebear is pretty good. Okay, island's good.
I'm going Teshar, because if Teshar lives, then Joyous Familiar does the recursion.
Mm-hmm. And then if we get like that set up, then we could even start sending with Knight of Dominaria.
Yeah.
Oh, this is probably
-2/-2 is 100%. There's no way that they would let Teshar live is the problem. And then Forebear's Blade, because yes.
Okay.
And then I do not believe we are able to win from this position, but I have to try.
Maybe we want to attack, or maybe not.
No. I do not believe we can beat that sword.
We never picked up one of them naturalizes.
Yeah, that's on me for not picking up a naturalize, I suppose.
We can, if we chump it and then freeze the Surveyor.
The problem is that, like, freezing the Surveyor is so low impact.
Yeah. We can get the sword down and we can play this sword for free.
Yeah, we get to equip it. I didn't want to play the sword until it had a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Swords off. They're gonna play their druid though now, right?
Or like a
Baloth, maybe?
2/3.
Baloth would be very good for them here as well. That'd be worth deep freezing.
Hey.
There it is.
Nice.
Okay, I want to draw lands running at this point.
Yeah. Like if the top X cards of our library were just islands, I wouldn't be so sad. Because another way to win is just to bounce all non-sea creatures.
Yep. 3 cards in hand. Looks like they still got some... Are they gonna play those druids? Yeah, so there's one of them druids. Land for Coldwater Snapper is what I would want. Running lands. That's just what we need to draw is running lands.
Yeah. I guess Power Stones would also work.
I would not want Power Stones.
I wouldn't want them either.
Like, because we need to play... I need to play Coldwater Snapper like this turn in order to stop that Crossan Druid.
Yeah. Black Blade is a 7-mana spell, essentially. 9, really. Okay.
Okay.
I guess if they're off creatures, this is good. If they could make another 2/3 and gain 10 life, then...
I'm not blocking here, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, because we have the short sword.
Yeah. Yargle? Yargle's the worst card they can play for us, so... Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
They got rid of the Black Blade?
Well, they can't get rid of Coldwater Snapper.
Well, they could have got rid of the short sword.
Why?
Oh, I guess we did draw the extra land.
One card
So-
in hand.
The Druid does, in fact, not have Defender.
So this is where they
here's
play
10 life.
their kicker for 10 life? No! Pile of saplings. Go wide as a way to beat me.
The Saplings are also the best card to have for the Forebear's Blade,
Yeah.
because you just send with Saplings.
So, empty-handed opponent. With an Academy Drake, we're in a reasonable position. I think we can win this game.
Especially if we can produce an 8/8.
So I have to make these blocks. If they have a pump spell, that'd be bad. We need to draw land.
Mm-hmm. Why do they keep putting it on the...
I don't
They
know.
want to chump.
Oh, god damn it!
Does that pick up the Black Blade?
Yeah, because that's a lethal threat next turn.
Yeah. We just have to live.
Can we?
They're going to have...
I don't think we have the toughness to live.
Yeah, they got 12 power of trample and then 3 1/1s. We can afford to take 3, so if we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 toughness.
I triple block on Yargle.
We triple block on Yargle, yes. And then they kill our flyer. Put the sword on a... Yeah. Hmm.
I have to draw... I need the flyer to live. And then I need...
There's no way they don't kill our flyer, though, right? And like when they assign combat damage.
Yeah, there's no way. Because, like, I have to do... I need to draw Mesa Unicorn, by the way. That's my win con.
You just have a giant lifelinker.
Yeah.
We don't have time to think.
We still got a minute to think. If my flyer lived, we actually had a lethal on a land draw.
Mm-hmm.
And if I draw Mesa Unicorn, we're still alive. The problem here is that, like, we go to 1 and they have 4 creatures that can attack.
And they even have 2 chump blockers.
Yeah. We were doing just fine in that game until Yargle showed up.
Mm-hmm. It's the biggest cobble brute in the world showed up.
Yeah. No sticking our way out of this one. That is 100% felt, Squirrel Token. As I have just said, there are lines of draws that had us out of this game.
Yes. Unless you were speaking cosmically, Squirrel Tube.
Yeah.
In which case, no. Go do that somewhere else.
But no, I think we had a pretty good odds at that. We actually had a pretty good line. Again, the Yargle off the top was what got us at the end. Anyway, on to round 2 against Dream Flux.
The Dream Flux.
Oh, this looks
is a
good.
Perfectly cromulent hand.
Yeah.
We hold the short sword. Unless we want to drop equip it on turn.
The thing is, I think we might play short sword because we can, unless we want to drop equip on Relic Runner.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is do we want to play it on our knight, or do we want to?
God, I don't like. The problem is I have no idea what my opponent is, so.
I think there are more reasons to hold it than there are reasons to play it. Because even if we played it, we would not immediately be able to use it.
If they don't play a 2, I don't even drop it.
Yeah, we just play the knight and attack. I think playing the knight is... Or do we want to play the sergeant, even just as a Hurlian?
I'd rather have the aggressive line here.
Yeah, plus being able to maybe later use its ability. Okay, opponent's on Balos.
I'm holding that damn sword.
I think do we play Sarge?
Yeah, we play Sarge. Oh. So this is what I talked about how aggro works in this format. Like, your opponents just don't do anything till 4 sometimes.
So if they do play their Baloth here, then we drop the sword and actually play it on the knight so that they can attack into a 4/4. Or they could just... If they don't do anything, how many Thorn Elementals are they holding? And how much damage are we missing by not playing the sword?
Playing the sword now. So my reasoning here is actually a specific spell that exists called Not Sprout Swarm.
Sprout Swarm, yeah. Certainly.
It's like, make 3 saplings at instant speed. Swarm Sprout.
Or like...
Alright, we know nothing about our opponent.
We know they're playing mountains and...
We know they have no curve.
Scatter the seeds!
No, that's the Convoke one, right?
Yeah, but it makes 3 saplings. It just happens to cost 5.
There's a non-Convoke one in the set.
So we don't know anything about our opponent. If they're in Gruul, we can assume they probably don't have flyers. Other than that, I have no idea. We'll have to do that between games.
Yeah, I can do that to actually, like, switch it up. I could, like, just play Bird.
Just play Flying Men. Flying Men with extra scries on it isn't the worst. We like to draw lands because of our mana sources, but...
Let's find out what our opponent is doing. Because clearly they were doing nothing that game.
Maybe they were off color.
Oh my god, what is it with everybody being like 3 color no fixing?
It's because there's no fixing.
Or like some fixing. I'm in.
I'm in. We get to hold... If they don't do anything, we just attack with a 1/3 and hold up Syncopate. Okay, no Llanowar Elves. Yeah, we hold up Syncopate until 10. Although a 3/1 kills them faster than that.
Yeah. Oh shit, a 2-drop.
Elfum. Oh. There's only one reason you play that card.
Well, I guess that means I leave up Syncopate on 4, eh?
Yeah. Also means we might not attack. They can attack just fine is the funny thing, because the thing's got vigilance.
Yeah, the thing has vigilance.
Oh man, I've just been in this place before.
Spore Swarm. That's the name of the dang card. Okay.
Swarm.
They did not come in.
Do you want to offer the trade of Dauntless Bodyguard with Voltaic Servant? And leave up Monas and leave up Force Spike? Or do you want to leave up Miscalculation?
I'm cool playing this. Let's see what happens. Maybe they have a burn spell in response.
That would be reasonable. That they just shock here.
Shock here's fine.
You want shock. I don't know when we're going to be able to play that Antiquities.
I don't think I'm attacking.
Yeah.
Something's off. The pause has me a little bit like if they had a shock, they could catch me when I sack the bodyguard for a 2-for-1. And that would be poor. Yeah, nah.
That's enough of a threat. And now we can play Antiquities
Yeah,
War.
now we can play Antiquities War.
Isn't getting syncopated for 1 like the worst? No. Getting condescended for 1 is the worst.
Untap target artifact, sure.
See, now we can attack just fine. Because they,
Ooh, that's nice.
Mm.
So let's go ahead and attack.
Now we exiled with our censor.
Cool. So I'm kind of thinking about playing Antiquities War next turn and going like Power Stone Shard Blackblade right now.
I just get more mana down, so maybe we can be able to immediately play the card we draw, just like getting the sword down.
Well, also
Power Stones. There's lots of reasons.
Well, also it means that like I have some dang artifacts in play when the Antiquities War goes off.
Yeah, some 5/5s. If they play Thraxos, I'm gonna pee my pants and be a sad boy. Unless we immediately draw the... No, what's going to happen is we're going to play Antiquities of War and flip the Frozen Wall on the bottom of our deck.
Yeah, Deep Freeze just goes away.
With our 0 Shuffle effects.
I think
Shuffle a Flex.
Shuffle Flex. I think our opponent just plays another Juggernaut and... Oh no, maybe they just pass. That'd be okay too.
Okay, they're Gruul 7-drops. It's all Thorn Elementals, all the way down.
Okay.
They can attack. There's zero reason not to attack there.
The thing has Vigilance!
Yeah, into our 2/1.
With no, like, we don't have... Okay, so here comes the Thorn Elementals pretty soon.
Okay. Let us read the scrying stones.
Alright. 2 in play, 28 in deck. Decent odds. Nice, one I can play this turn.
Nice.
Daring Archaeologist, Sergeant at Arms, 2 lands.
Not super sad about losing those.
I'm really happy about getting a bunch of artifacts in play.
Yeah. The current land we care about is Island.
Yep. One more island would be nice. I also would like to see the other Power Stone.
Mm-hmm. Like a Power Stone shard and an island would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would just be it. Although, don't do that the turn the Antiquities go. Unless we have to.
Yeah.
In case of fire, then we bounce all
In case
of
of
our...
fire, bounce everything. If I draw another land next turn, I can equip that Blackblade and just go in with the Abyss.
Yeah. A literally invincible Abyss.
Yeah, which I could give the Lance the turn... Well, no. The turn following, everything falls off, is the weird part about this.
Yeah, because of the...
Got a pass on 6 mana?
Pass on... Okay, they're off black.
Oh my god, like, the greedy... Nice, artifact. Means the odds on this are 26 and 20... sorry, 22? Because we know the bottom 4. So this should be pretty good. Probably 1 in 5 again. Has a whiff chance, though. Deep Freeze, 3 islands. Alright.
Okay. Well, we drew 1 anyways.
So Jorah's Familiar will fly over for...
Yeah, it's a 5.
Yeah, I think I'm just so equip Jousting Lance, play Jorah's Familiar? No, I can't do that.
We have 4... No, we have 6 mana.
Yeah, that's
it's 3
7.
to equip.
It's 3 to
right,
equip.
Yeah. Okay. We just play our Skullkin.
Well, that's going to be attacking for 5 here in a moment.
Yeah, we're gonna play our, what do you even call a 4-mana 5/5 flyer?
I have no idea. Like Mori is the...
Yeah, that's a
4/4. That's a 4/4. Yeah, that's a 4/4. That's the closest in my mind, though.
I want to look. I had the Gatherer open to look up combat tricks, but there's Hunted Lamassu. There's Phantasmal Dragon.
Everybody has this thing.
Yeah. And then there is Wrathy Dragon.
Alright, well, anyway, I'm still attacking for basically your life total, so...
Yeah. And you're tapped out.
Yeah.
Even the Benelia, the new knight can play. Okay, so all the 4-mana 5/5 flyers are pretty good.
Yeah.
Like Hunted Lamassu's good. Phantasmal Dragon is okay. Wrathy Dragon is good. Because you sack 2 mountains when it comes into play.
Yeah. Hey, Relic Runner, how you doing?
I think Wrathy Dragon might have been the top end of some old-fashioned burn decks from Tempest era.
So I get to attack with Dauntless Bodyguard here.
Why?
My opponent is basically... Well, I guess I...
Like they block it with Llanowar Elves.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that, though. Like, they probably block it with Voltaic Servant is the thing. I wanted to get in for max damage as the killer, but... No, the fact that they can just block it with Voltaic Servant I don't like. Let's hold it back.
So we're probably trading it for Llanowar Elves anyways?
Likely.
Or Voltaic Servant.
Well, here's the thing. This is a lethal attack.
They have to do something, although... They don't really have to do something. They could just take their life total and lose. Okay. Wrathy Dragon won a Pro Tour?
Yeah, Wrathy Dragon was a real card.
Okay. So I'm going to guess I was correct when I said that it was probably at the top end of some kind of burn deck. People used to go... Man, I remember when Magic cards asked you to go all in on them.
Well, I'm thinking like Covetous Dragon. You know, that's some real shit.
Or like Phyrexian Negator.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so opponent's going down to 7. And I get to play Relic Runner and pass, and then my opponent... Like, this is a really dangerous, dire situation. Yeah, 98.
It had Shivan Dragon in it?
Alright, Chump Blocker and go find your black, right? Is that how this works? Please reveal Swamp.
Please reveal Swamp.
You've been saying
revelatory.
This. Yeah, you've been saying this all... Like, this is actually some interesting information. Mountain, they do not have a splash.
Okay, they just don't have cards in their deck.
Right, they just want a Chump Blocker.
They accidentally played 30... they accidentally played 30 lands. Oh, no, okay, not Shivan Dragon. Just 5/5s in general. So Shivan Dragon was not in a Pro Tour deck. Well, it might have been.
Giant strength, so Jackal Pup could attack through Bottle Gnomes. Hell yes.
Well, Giant strength was just kind of good, you know? We have 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, so we can't really...
I could kick that and attack for 2.
Kick attack for 2 seems fine.
That gives me wide board.
Or you could equip and attack for 4 in the air, because that's lethal in 2 turns. Maybe just play the Sergeant at Arms? Maybe just go sideways?
I'm putting an Abyss in front of my opponent.
Okay. Not going to offer the trade with Scattering Surveyor. Just because that could be an unblockable.
Well, yeah, because that could be unblockable 2 damage, I'm not going to offer it. They have to block here because this is a lethal attack, and I'm... Basically, this is my attempt at, like... I think that, like, the 2 life, because they have a... It could be that they just have, like, a, you know, a shock or something like that. Mm-hmm. I would rather, like, work down my opponent's board.
Yeah, like, we're whittling their resources away.
And then I'll play the Sergeant-at-Arms kick next turn. Unless an artifact shows up, in which case I'll play that for relic running. We know, like, so we have 24 cards in deck, we know the bottom 9, which is kind of nice. Fungal, oh god.
You draw a card and gain 2 life.
Yeah.
They can activate that twice.
So
they're at 9.
There's them. Well, no, they have to sack 2 saplings to get the...
Oh, okay. So they can block and then sack. Want to just play another flyer? Like,
what if I just don't bother with the Abyss anymore?
Yeah, like we put that on the owl. Play a 2/3 in the air, or a 2/2 in the air, and attacking. Or do you want to check the Academy Drake?
I'm gonna attack with this first. I'm actually still fine with the Abyss.
Because if we keep them lower on creature, if we force them to use their thing, then they'll have less overall creatures to use their fungus with. They should exile a creature and then... No?
Well, no, it's not sack 2 creatures, it's... Oh, +4/+4.
Okay.
Which is fine. Because, like, this creature isn't the threat, it's actually the Jousting Lance that's the real threat here, right? Like...
yeah. I would go wide.
Yeah, I'm fine to go wide. Our opponent's on 3, so they have to use the fungal plots to not die. They're like, yeah, okay, and they know that. That's the match.
Nice.
League ends in 8 weeks.
Can we defeat the Lord Tupperware in such time?
I don't know. Or
the Secret of Mana?
Secret of Mana _.
Or Blood Smurf?
I don't know if we can do that. Who else we got up here? Snake Pitmaster.
Von Peppermint the Third.
With a space, not an underscore.
Yeah, 2 spaces.
Rotated.
We've got Toby. Who is that? Toby H. I should know that name. That's a WotC coverage account.
Who else we got here? Max. Really like names on this. 7, but 3 7s replacing the V.
I gotta find out who Toby H is.
Pascal 3000.
Toby Hinkie, I think is who it is.
I don't think you can put WotC in your name. So you like unless you're actually WotC. So.
Yeah. Or used to be, because I think LSV still has a WotC account.
Well, LSV has like LSV. Is it just LSV underscore or is it LSV?
No, but he also has WotC coverage LSV.
Yeah.
Toby Hinkie writes for MagicCardMarket.eu.
Kamari has 9 wins.
Small run, so. I believe he is a Swede. Alright,
on to our final match against Jim Hawking. Is that a character from Outlaw Star?
What's his name? I can't read it.
Jim Hawking.
I'll look while you make decisions about keeping this hand.
I'm gonna keep this hand.
No, Jim Hawkins is the character from Treasure Planet.
Shit.
That's Hawkins though. Okay, Tobias Hinkie won GP Brussels in 2004 playing Affinity with Frogmite and Welding Jar and Thoughtcast.
Our opponent's going to try to prove that aggro is real.
Okay, Jim Hawking also an all-star character. Okay.
Muppet Treasure Island, yeah.
What's that thing?
That's a
Oh, just
Pegasus.
a Pegasus. Okay. If that becomes threatening, it might become an 0-4 wall eventually. Or we could just get the shard down.
Yeah. I do not like my life total here.
Yeah. Yeah. Are they going to play just a 4-2 for 4? Or no, it's going to be a
Dub.
3-3 menace.
Well,
okay, it's going to be an 0-4 wall.
Yeah, it's going to be an 0-4 wall. Actually, that was weird.
How funny they've played an 0-4 wall.
That's weird.
It's just kind of bad because we can't kill any creatures anyways.
Right, and our opponent's just attacking us for lethal damage with creatures, and we can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks, because I just don't have any of my early game, which, to be fair, is like 5 cards.
Yeah, although, what if we just play a 5-5 in front of the current cardboard?
We'll die.
It's like we take 5 here.
Yeah, but they have an Antuco Husk now.
Yeah, I guess I have an Antuco Husk.
I think I actually need to play Familiar plus Knight of New Benalia. Like,
that seems fine.
Because Partick Wanderer, I play that, and I think I die on the crackback. Which is suboptimal.
We either die or go to 2, I think. Or 3. One of those numbers. 0, 1, or 2. 0, 3, or 2. One of those. Pick your pick.
I think we're going to 5.
Yeah, because the skeleton is
a free attack. They can also have removal, seeing as we've had nothing to force them to do anything all game.
This is -2/-2.
Yeah.
Okay.
At which point we're dead. I have to chump block Thallid Omnivore or I lose, and then we lose from this position.
Yeah, because we don't have any way to get back from here.
Show me more cards, friend.
You know what card I like here? Joyer's Apprentice. Just a 1-mana 1/1.
Oh, there's the tiny bugger?
Yeah, the flying men that scries one when you play a historic spell.
Sweet, more information. Our opponent is, it is what we sought out.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's move along. We need, honestly, I want Arcanist and I want some early game in this deck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut out...
Maybe the Snapper.
No, I like Snapper because it's still that unkillable thing.
True, they don't have anything that can beat that. How awful is Befuddle?
Pretty bad. Especially seeing as we still have to cut 2 cards, adding a third doesn't really do a lot for us.
I think we're getting rid of, at least 1 Power Stone.
Okay, what if we cut the whole package? Like that?
We just cut the Antiquities package. We still might play Joyous Familiar.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was not the card I wanted to cut there.
Yeah. What do we get to bring in if we do this? Opt and Hill Giant or something?
That's dreadful. Hill Giant and Arcane, that's also awful.
Or Hill Giant, no, Opt and Divination. We just try to trade and go up on cards.
Okay.
I don't know if that's better than Hill Giant, but...
Well, let's...
We know the top 10. We know the top 11. Yeah, Opt-in Divination, we're playing old-style Magic. Please do not fungal. They're going to divest us
of our 2-drop.
Of our 2-drop. Or if they take the cold water snapper, that means they have fungal infection. Okay.
No, they just take our 2-drop because we have nothing left at this point. Our hand is blanks.
Off the top. Hey.
Our hand is blanks. Luckily,
we know the top 11.
Yeah.
You thought I was making the jest, but no, I know we are winning this game. Except they have...
Well, now they have a 3-2.
They have a 3-2 that we can, like, eventually attack into fine?
It doesn't have protection, it just has hexproof.
Yeah, it says... Not like we're targeting it with white spells anyways. They just got Elvish Warriors.
I want them to just slam down History of Benalia right now.
Yes, or Knight of Fame.
Ooh,
I don't know what the other one is.
Knight of Honor, Knight of...
That they slammed down Hand of Honor.
Oh, that's not like what we were saying, but it's kind of what we were saying.
We get to be like attacking for 4 first strike lifelink?
No, they're gonna hold back their Knight. Because that's... I do not think they should attack with Knight of Malice here.
They're thinking about it, and they shouldn't. I think because it's a first strike thing...
They have first strike too, we just die. Like... We trade off literally our only threat in the world to kill their Knight of Malice.
Okay.
I don't think it goes anywhere, you know?
I believe you. But next turn we get whatever's the top of our library is. Now they definitely attack with their 3-1.
Yeah, the 3-1 comes in.
We've slowed them down, though.
Yeah, and once we get Cold Water Snapper, they just stop. Is this the Thallid that... Oh, it's Josu.
It's a Josu Vess.
They are hella knights.
So lands are now bricks.
Yeah.
You don't have anything that costs more than 6 in the deck.
Yep. Well, there's one on the bottom of the deck, which means we're looking at like top 29 rather than top 30.
Mm-hmm.
We do have the problem of dying in 2 turns. Like, that is legitimately an issue right now.
Maybe Toity will help. Although they're going to play their...
Oh, Stronghold Confessor.
Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah, we are effectively dead here. If they have a removal spell for the Unicorn, we die on sight. And we probably die anyway, because our only real way of not dying... Like, I need to kill Josu here? I'm pretty sure we're just dead on this turn. Like, Mesa Unicorn dies, and then... Oh, no. Okay.
Okay, they just have a hurler. Like, they have a 4-mana 2/3.
Yeah, that draws some card.
What do they send with?
This is all out. This one's easy.
Okay.
This one's super easy.
So Mesa Unicorn gets to eat it, but Josu dies?
That's effectively the only thing I've got here that would get us out of this. What they'll actually do, I think, is sack Josu and prevent the lifelink.
Mm-hmm. That seems fair.
Because that'll bring us to 1. And then they just do that again next turn.
When that happens, we just we turn the menace creature into an 0/4 attacker, a 0/4 wall, and then attack with our Mesa Unicorn. It'll be great. We're going to draw it off Opt after bottoming a land. These are my official recommendations to the deck.
I'm gonna let it go through. I would have sacked Josu.
They want to kill our lifelinker.
That's fair, but I would have sacked Josu. That's a card that's a card that prevents 4 life gain, brings me to 1.
Okay. We have a bird.
We're still dead to their board. Bit of an issue.
I believe so. Yes.
Well, I'm gonna make it look like I'm holding up Bless the Light.
Man. What if we had picked a bunch of removal? It just had really shitty creatures? I don't remember looking at any eviscerates though. Maybe because we weren't. We were looking at white card. I don't know what cards we were looking at. But we got to see the aggressive. Hey, they do play the 4-mana 4/2.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Because that has reach effectively. So yeah, like I get to kill half their board here, but it doesn't actually matter because I'm taking lethal damage. But like our the plan from the beginning at least was here. We've proved in multiple games that just playing creatures on curve will kill you.
Yes. We've both proven and observed this.
Yes, from both sides. So like both our opponent and that one game against our Gruul foe who just like didn't make a drop. Because again, a lot of the decks in this format are elementally weak to a 2-drop exist.
In the face.
A 2-drop existed.
Well, you know what they say. Nobody beats an anime.
Is that a saying?
Yes, I just said it.
Well, okay, I guess I cannot debate that fact that you did just say that. I'm looking at
least we didn't fight the super jerk.
Yeah, that would have been a little difficult.
Or the Gnarlid.
The Gnarlid. I see Orange Panda with a space.
It's value.
Ooh, Heckin' Bamboozled.
I kind of hate the word Heckin', but I like the word Bamboozled, so it goes around.
Literally Frank Lepore.
Frank Lepore.
So yeah, anyway.
Colbert Bump.
Anyway, that is all for tonight. If you're looking forward for more Magic, Dominaria will be the draft format on Arena over the weekend. So I plan on doing probably 2 or 3 drafts of that. Maybe a little more. We'll see how time goes. I might just like spend like a Saturday or Sunday doing that.
Yeah. So all of our darkest desires will come true in the land of Dominaria.
Look forward to that. I think we have learned more facts about the format. I think we've learned more ideas. I think we've also seen, as usual, whenever you go into a draft with a very specific plan, it does not function.
Yeah, we didn't super draft it, but it also was not at all given to us. We just kind of picked white cards and didn't have it work out.
Yep.
But at least we didn't fight the Berserker.
That would be a little tough. So yeah, if you want to catch more Magic, you can always follow. If you want to support the channel, you can always subscribe and get access to cool skulls. Thanks to those who did. If you want to check out,
right now.
Oh, thank you. If you want to check out fun things like Mass Effect, you can always check out Gnomebitten's channel.
My channel is bad, but people like it. Maybe you would.
You could. It's fun. I'm over there sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anywho, that is all for today. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Gnome, for joining.
No problem. I like Magic the Gathering, despite all reason.
It's pretty fun. I enjoy it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.